You know, sometimes I think probably a little too much. But what can I say? It's just who I am as a person. And last night, while I was up and down, trying to sleep, having several dreams of you, it started to make me think while I was laying in bed. And that thought has continued on until, well, just now. Because you see, none of these are really scripted at all. I'm just kind of free-form thought process in the moment. Because this is where I do a lot of my thinking. Here, bed, and on my machine at work. It becomes a problem that I think too much. Because I'm always in that moment, I guess you could say. Well, the thought I had last night that has continued on all through today until this moment, and probably will last until after this moment, is the idea that there is a huge difference between what we want and what we're allowed to have. Even as adults, we figure as adults that when we come into life, we are allowed to do whatever we want because we can take care of ourselves. That's not necessarily true. You see, we always have things that we have to worry about as well. Bills and other people, children if you have them. But you can't always have what you want. Because sometimes you're just not allowed. And who basically tells you that? Well, I mean, the law. Your employer, the people that you care about. You know, there are many things in my life that I want. A lot. I could give you a huge list. If you've known me, and you do know me, you can probably dictate what is at the top 3 spots of that list. Now, will I get those? Who knows? Because there's an allowance. Am I allowed to have those 3 things? Because if I'm not allowed to have those things, 3 or more on that list, why am I even trying? I can reach out. I can continue doing the things that I do. But if I'm not shown that I'm allowed to have those things, or told, I just stop. Because why do I create a burden on myself, on other people, to do them? It's like if you go in and you're expecting to get a raise from your boss, and you're like, boss, I want a raise, I deserve it, I'm fantastic. And they're like, yeah, no, that's not how it works. Are you going to keep asking? Or are you just going to do your job until you can finally get your raise? Back in a long time ago, you could probably keep asking, but you can't do that anymore because things are set and regulated. You can be replaced pretty much all the time if you become a burden. So, the idea is, want what you want. It's easy to want. And sometimes let other people know what you want. Because you don't know if you're going to be allowed to have what you want, or if they are willingly giving it to you. It's that simple. Communication with everyone is a fantastic idea going forward. And at the end of the year, in the beginning of this new one, it's a good idea to understand what it is that you want. What's going to be helpful, what's going to be beneficial, and what's deep inside your heart. I know what's inside mine. All my girls. All of them. But sometimes we don't get what we want. And we have to keep keep striving to move forward to get the things that we can have, that we want. But that's been on my mind all day. And sometimes we have to live with it. So, until next time.